filmmakers on par with like Eisenstein from a previous generation. In the West, he's seen as an auteur, as an art filmmaker with his own personal style, easily recognizable. When you see, I could show you a lengthy sequence, let's say of 8-10 minutes. Sometimes it's like one uninterrupted shot with which this film will start, and kind of the slow moving camera, etc. And you go, aha, Tarkovsky film. And partly because he also creates, the reason that my co-author and I named our book, The Films of Andrei Tarkovsky, a visual fugue. Okay, who are the musicians? What's a fugue? Oh, so I can make it up. Okay. A fugue is it's like a movement, a musical movement where you have repeated notes, repeated sort of thematics within the music. And so one can argue that this is the last of an oeuvre, again from the French, of a filmic contribution that brings together also a lot of the images, the themes that you've seen in previous films. Even the types of heroes, it's hard to, I'll put hero in quotations. So if you've seen a previous film, it will help you probably understand this one. Now, this is a film that was made in Sweden. The last two films, Nostalgia, was made in Italy. So Tarkovsky had left, then still the Soviet Union, but he always said that he didn't see himself as an emigre at all. He saw himself as a citizen of the world, as someone who could make movies that he couldn't have made back in the Soviet Union. One of the reasons that he left, he also had invitations, etc. His films were highly recognized, especially at the Cannes Film Festival in France. This film received a special jury prize. It had a very kind of mixed audience reaction. Probably it's okay if you don't like the film or you find it too complicated or whatever. We'll talk about it, and I'm gonna ask when we finish the film to literally spend a minute on your phones, because you probably don't have pen and paper, to jot down either a question or some reaction, to the film. So don't be afraid to say, what? Okay.